Steamboat Willie, an in-depth analysis on animation innovation and public domain impact. Welcome back to Classic Movies. So today we are looking at Steamboat Willie, which entered the public domain today on New Year's Day 2024. In the beginning, within the domain of animation history, there are only a handful of films that have left an everlasting impression, quite like Steamboat Willie. It was released on November the 18th, 1928, and is considered to be a legendary short film that not only revolutionized animation techniques, but also introduced the world to the cherished characters of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. As we fast forward to present day, we find ourselves at a significant crossroad. The film Steamboat Willie has recently been released into the public domain, which provides filmmakers and artists with brand new opportunities for creative expression. In this essay, I'll analyse the historical setting of the picture as well as the technological breakthroughs and cultural influences. Additionally, I'll investigate the consequences of the film's status as a public domain work. Important from a historical and cultural perspective, in its most fundamental form, Steamboat Willie functions as a time capsule, completely encapsulating the spirit of the late 1920s. This groundbreaking work, which was created in the aftermath of the silent cinema period, perfectly merged synchronized sound with animation, so permanently transforming the landscape of the professional film industry. The success of the film was a watershed moment as it dispelled the concept that animation was not only intended for audiences of children and teenagers, but it instead developed in a legitimate and important form of entertainment that transcended age boundaries and became widely popular. Developments in science and technology, the revolutionary use of synchronized sound in Steamboat Willie is one of the most important aspects of film's tremendous creativity. A narrative of invention can be uncovered by delving into the technological challenges that were encountered throughout production. The producers of the picture ventured into a new era and areas, so setting the way for innovative developments that would have significant impact on the future of animation. This leap in technology not only established a new benchmark for the industry, but it also contributed to the film's adaptability to captivate audiences for generations to come. Elements of artistic expression and development of Mickey Mouse. The animation, character design, and music accompaniment in Steamboat Willie are all examples of the exquisite attention to detail that can be seen when the artistic elements of the film are closely imagined and examined. For the purpose of shedding light on how these factors jointly contributed to the film's continuing charm and success, this analysis has been provided. Furthermore, the picture was a significant contributor to the development of Mickey Mouse, which went from being a figure who was well known for his mischievousness to becoming a symbol of hope and resilience, reflecting the socio-cultural milieu of the time. From a legal and copyright perspective, unravelling this copyright history of Steamboat Willie reveals a convoluted storyline that's characterised by delays and legal manoeuvres. Due to the fact that the movie was not released in the public domain until much later, its significance has been amplified, and this event is a landmark for both producers and enthusiasts alike. By gaining an understanding of its history, we're able to get a deeper appreciation for the film's iconic legacy. The implications of public domain. The moment when Steamboat Willie is released into the public domain, today, a new chapter begins for filmmakers and creators of the film. The ramifications are quite extensive, providing a blank canvas for reinterpretation, remixing, and adaptation by the audience. The purpose of this piece is to investigate the possibility that artists could derive inspiration from this cultural artifact, thereby generating an environment that is conducive to innovation and creativity. So all in all, it's a good thing for us. Not so great for the biggest film studio in the world, Disney. Concluding remarks. In conclusion, Steamboat Willie is a film that exemplifies the transformational power of animation, as well as its capacity to capture the essence of a particular age. At the same time that we are commemorating its arrival into the public domain today, we are also beginning a path of rediscovery and redevelopment. It is without a doubt that the historical, cultural, and technological contributions made by the film will continue long after to alter the artistic landscape, to ensure that the legacy of Steamboat Willie will continue to endure for many decades to come. Now, I've heard of this film, but I've never actually seen it fully, and it's quite interesting because it has been available on the archive system, but ultimately I don't think it's been allowed to be shown due to the copyright issues. And I'm not sure if when the original copyright expired, if Disney, when it took action with many other companies to extend this copyright, that whether there was a period where it actually fell into the public domain or not. So for me, this is super exciting. So I want to watch the film now with you, and then we're going to just comment, and let's show it first, and then I'll rewatch it and provide commentary because I don't want to interfere with your original watching of the film. So we're going to play it now for you guys, and then we're going to play it again, and I'm going to watch it. Interesting. Wow, sound effects are pretty cool. This is the famous clip of Mickey like whistling. Wow. I can't imagine what the sound must have been like when they first actually heard it for the first time. Wow. So they're not actually saying anything. They're not. There's no voices. Like in later Mickey Mouse episodes. Got a talking parrot that doesn't actually talk. It's quite advanced for its time as well, for animation and also music, sound effects. That's really good. Amazing. Just fills him up with haze so it becomes bigger. Oh, it's got Minnie in it as well. Wow. That's Minnie Mouse. Gets left behind. But they're still not making, like, words. They're just making noises, which is interesting. I wonder why there's no words. Interesting. Oh no, that's not cool. Still holds now, like, really good animation. Sound is incredible. Wow. Super impressed. Quality's amazing as well, considering. Got lots of characters. They've got cats and the ducks and the parrots and the cow. It's like really interesting. Using as bagpipes. And pigs. Super clever use of music and sound. It's really good. Just goes to show, I will say that sound is like probably more than 50% of the film. Amazing. Oh dear. And quite a lot's happened. Now he's chopping up the potatoes. It's pretty good. Very good, very good. The end. Wow, that was just incredible. So the animation was really good. I mean, even if you did that today, that would hold true as a good piece of animation. The music was incredible. But yeah, just really, really pumped by watching that, actually. I mean, I'm super, super impressed by it. Super impressed. What did you guys think? Stick your notes below. This film was actually in 1928, and it was a short film by Disney and somebody called Ub Iwerks, and it was produced in black and white by Walt Disney Studios, released under Pat Powers under the name of Celebrity Productions, and it's considered to be the debut of the two mice, Mickey and Minnie. But apparently, both characters appeared several months earlier in a previous screening of something called Plain Crazy. It was the kind of third one of Mickey's films to be made, but it was actually the first to be distributed. Because after watching The Jazz Singer, I think that was the first film that had sound. Disney then became committed to using synchronized sound in his cartoons, and wanted to produce the first synchronized sound cartoon. And it's noted for being one of the first, as well as one that had a proper produced soundtrack as well, which is really, really impressive. And yeah, I think it was highly acclaimed as well. And also, like I mentioned, there's not much dialogue going on, but apparently Disney did all the voices in the film, although you can't really hear any words for the characters. Yeah, I mean, it's been voted by animators as the 13th best cartoon of all time, and it's been preserved in the National Film Registry also. And as it's published in 1928, it entered the public domain in the US January the 1st, 2024. And Mickey Mouse was originally created as a replacement for the Lucky Rabbit named Oswald, which was the original character created by Disney, but owned by Universal Studios. And the first two mice films for Mickey Mouse were silent films, Galloping Gaucho and Plain Crazy. But they had failed to get a distributor. So this is the first one that actually got distributed. Disney believed that putting, sound to a motion picture animation would actually help increase its appeal. And he was right. He was right. And although it wasn't the first cartoon to have sound, because I believe that there was the famous Fleischer Studios, produced something like 20 sound cartoons. The actual synchronization of such works wasn't as good, wasn't fully synchronized. So, and if you look at this film, it's actually really well done, really well done. So, it premiered in New York City in 1928 in November. It was distributed by Celebrity Productions, and it lasted in its initial run about 2 weeks. I think Disney was paid roughly around £500 a week, apparently, which is the equivalent to around $9,000 a week in 2023. So if you think about it, that's quite a lot of money. So nearly $10,000 a week, for 2 weeks. That's $20,000. Pretty decent. Pretty decent for a short, anyway. And I think in the run it was shown like 5 times a day. So you're looking at 2 weeks, 5 times a day. So like 35, 70 times basically. So. And the success of this piece actually led to global fame for Disney, as well as Mickey Mouse. And it's had a lot of controversy, like I mentioned, regarding the copyright. It was originally meant to enter the public domain, but it was extended by Congress, which is interesting. And since the copyright was kind of filed in a few days after its release, it was extended for over 50 years. So that's interesting, and it was part of the Copyright Extension Act, which is passed in the US. And as I said, it almost entered public domain a few times, but every time it did, it got protected further. So originally it could have entered in 1955. It was extended up to 86, and then again to 2003, and then again to 2023 by the Copyright Term Extension Act, also known as the Mickey Mouse Protection Act, in 1998. And this was in response to lobbying from Disney and other companies. So. Quite interesting, and yeah, I think this is quite an interesting piece. I think this is been voted as one of the greatest cartoons of all time, animations of all time. I think it's flawless. It's just amazing, really good piece of work, even now to this day. So really happy that I got to watch it with you all. And really happy that, I can put it now on YouTube because it's now in the public domain. So check it out. Tell me what you think and comment below. Like and sub if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye for now.